All right. Question. Well, I guess it'd be question of the week. Usually,
Yeah.
question of the week, anime question. But this is again an "Am I the asshole?" question.
Mhm.
All right. Am I the asshole? I'm an abundance of "Am I the assholes?"
You're just
Um,
messy.
I'm
Just
flourishing,
messy.
flourishing in "Am I the assholes?" All right. Pause. So, am I the
Flourishing
asshole?
an asshole.
Oh,
You're
flourishing
not
in
pausing.
asshole. I'm in them.
Go ahead.
All right. Am I the asshole for watching anime with my kids and triggering my stepdaughter's anxiety? No. I,
Yes.
thir- I, 31 male, was watching anime One Piece for about an hour early today with my kids. 12 female, 14 female. It's something we do regularly, though usually in the evening. My stepdaughter, 18 female, had a breakdown over it even though she was downstairs in her room. We kept the volume very low, low enough that we had to sit within 4 feet of our TV to hear it, which is my house. I'm sorry, but volume was on 13. My stepdaughter came up once to grab a snack, and I paused it because it bothered her. And in the past, she never came into the living room. Or I paused it because they wrote this wrong. It's all messed up. But it says I paused it because it has bothered her in the past. She never came into the living room, never saw the TV. She got her snack and went back to her room. When my wife, 39 female, came home, she said her daughter was inconsolable because I had watched anime in the house. For some background information, my wife's family is very religious, and her dad told all his grandchildren that anime and video games were something to the effect your standing would affect your standing with God. Insane. My wife doesn't actually like that I watch anime or play video games, but she tolerates it and has even watched with me. The stepdaughter got in my face several months ago about gaming in the living room, less than 2 hours a day, 3 to 4 times a week. So the games moved to my bedroom where she still has an issue with it. My father-in-law, they gotta go.
Yeah,
I'm
what are
sorry.
we even talking about? I'm really
They
trying to
gotta
get to
go.
the story, but what?
Yeah, my father-in-law has told her my gaming and my choice of TV isn't affecting it isn't affecting my standing with God because I don't do any of it in excess, which was the problem she was having. My stepdaughter used to watch anime and play video games for 6+ hours a day. I'm not sure what she watched, but it started to give her nightmares. Emotional maturity. She didn't have an issue with me watching or playing it before, but has never really liked but she is never really like me, but liked me. She tolerated me at first, was kind of respectful, but never really talkative until she came back from her dad's. She didn't talk to me for almost a year, and after that, it was only a sentence or two at a time. The last time she came back from her dad's was a massive turnaround on that. She started chatting with me and stuff and going places like the grocery store with me. It lasted about 4 months before she started to withdraw again, but she was still fairly nice unless she was in an episode where she was unbelievably sad. Her words for it. She would cry uncontrollably for about 2 hours and then be extremely rude to everyone for the next day or two. I try to accommodate the fact that she no longer likes anime or video games, excuse me, but I feel trapped. I can barely do any of the things I enjoy without her taking offense to it. Even reading science fiction or fantasy is bad in her opinion. I can't read a book in my house. That's insane.
The stepdaughter
Usually-
gotta go.
Yeah, I
She's
usually
gotta go.
so last few sentences. I usually watch shows or play video games when she leaves, but not very often. She was homeschooled for her junior and senior year. Doesn't work or drive yet. Get out. I work odd hours, so I like to be able to relax and watch anime or game when I'm home, but rarely get to. I was just enjoying a few episodes with my kids during the heat of the day. I heard her bedroom door open and paused it. Am I the asshole for watching anime with my kids? Bro. No.
First off, women. Because what the fuck are we even talking about? What? Like,
That's my house. Like, what are we talking about?
did he move? Because, like, I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Did he, like, move into, like, the new
Didn't
wife's
say.
house?
Didn't say.
Didn't say. I mean,
But he
it
said,
still
but he
doesn't
said he
matter.
has. It doesn't matter because he already has 2 kids with her. They've been together for almost 12 years now.
Yeah.
So he said he has. He said he was watching it with his kids, 12 and 14, I think he said. which means him and his wife have been together for almost 14 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Look here.
what's the issue? What are we talking about?
Hold on. Who's asking? Am I the asshole? Is
The dad.
the dad's asking?
dad that
Am
was
I
watching
the
anime.
asshole for watching anime?
Because it triggers the stepdaughter.
Sir, you're not the asshole. She's the asshole because she thinks she's going to manipulate you to do whatever she wants you to do because her daddy told her anime is the devil. The anime is the devil,
granddad.
Ricky Bobby.
Was
it her
granddad?
granddad? Yeah, which she had said dad,
which is her mom or her mom's father. So that'd be
her granddad.
Essentially his stepdad or his father-in-law as well.
It don't matter. Like,
oh no, I'm just saying that's why the granddad is like. But even like, here's the problem. The granddad said it doesn't affect. Which, if we've picked up on some of the hints, I've said it on the channel. Like, I'm a Christian as well. You know, whatever. But we don't talk about that. But the granddad said it. It doesn't affect him with his standing because he doesn't do it in excess. So you should have clearly communicated that to the other fucking people you told, because apparently they all think watching even a minute of it is the devil. But then he told the husband, he was like, "Oh, you don't watch a lot of it, so you're good. You're straight." Like, huh? I watch it all the time.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit confusing. I think because he had said that she had went away with her dad. So I'm thinking that she did spend some time with her dad as well. And when she came back, she was acting a certain way against him. I'm wondering if that's has something to do with it as well. Is that like super, because did they say specifically that they were Christian?
He said that her family, like his wife's family, is super religious.
They could be.
And then her dad, his wife's dad, told everybody in their family that watching anime, playing video games affects your standing with God.
Yeah, I think
and
they might be Jehovah Witness.
Took it.
I think they might be Jehovah Witness, and no offense to anybody. Like my grandfather's Jehovah Witness, and I remember vividly as a kid, my grandfather was against Christmas, birthdays, buying presents for his grandchildren. That might have something to do with religion, who knows? But he specifically didn't want me watching things like Harry Potter. I was huge into Harry Potter when I was a kid, and I asked him one day because new Harry Potter came out, like, "Hey, take me to go see Harry Potter." He's like, "No, that's the devil." I'm like, "Whoa, sir, I am 11 years old. Who are we talking about right now?"
I'm a child.
But I think there are religions who are like super strict, and I know for a fact Jehovah Witnesses are really against sci-fi. Anything that doesn't like highlight God is bad.
I don't know what my aunt was back in the day, but I had an aunt. Her name is Aunt Lisa. My mom was super religious as well. I mean, our family is religious, but she was like she grew up like Roman Catholic with my grandma, everything like that. My mom for Christmas bought me, you remember when what's it called? Oh my gosh.
Van Helsing?
No. The how did I forget it? It has Nick Cage in it. He's like the skull.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. When Ghost Rider came out on PS2, like a long time ago, the only Ghost Rider game that ever came out, my mom bought me that for Christmas. And I was playing it in the garage because like that's where we had shit set up. That's where I had a little gaming set up because I was a kid, and you know the garage was just an area. And my aunt came in and she screaming, just like, "You can't play this, and this is devil stuff, and this and this and this and that." And my mom's like, "Yo, who are you talking to? Like, I bought him that game for Chris so he could play it. He knows, he's old enough to know that this ain't real. It's just a video game. Like, what are we talking about here?" Like, so, and she was like, I know she was like super religious. I mean, that was her sister. So like, I don't know, but if I'm a grown man and I'm in my house, and you bring somebody into my house and they don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah, whether
I'm not taking my stuff into a corner. I'm the man of the house.
Whether it's religion, they just BSing because they just don't want you to get into something that's going to be overly addictive. Like you may have a really valid reason for why you don't watch anime, you don't consume science fiction media. That's cool. But in my house, I'm not the son, I'm not the nephew, I'm the daddy, I'm the pappy. And you're not about to tell me what
cat.
I'm watching in my house. And I'm not turning the
No.
volume down. I'm not about to be
There was-
4 feet away from the TV. It's not happening. I'm not putting Bluetooth headphones on. It's on loud. I'm loading up with Goku every day.
But,
You
what
might
was that
need to go take a
freaking-
walk. I don't care at this point.
There was a damn quote that said, your triggers are not my responsibility to act on, like, some, I forgot what it was like, but like, you just because you get upset about something don't mean nothing. Like, I'm not sitting in my living room with porn on blast.
I think that one can go either way though. So there's certain triggers that people shouldn't purposely try to trigger.
True. But I'm just saying, like, those, what the saying was mainly for the people who we've been seeing on social media, who, like, you could just be on your phone and they'll be like, they're just like doing, like, just I've seen craziness.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
There's craziness going on in this world. Mental illness going on in this world.
But no, and the fact that he was like, she don't have a job, she don't drive, I'm like, what are you doing in my house?
What do you contribute to this household to be making decisions, having requests and preferences? Nothing. Who are you?
I'm not hiding back from nobody. I'm gonna be.
Is your name on the deed? I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
She's coming in. She's coming in. Pause it. She's around the corner.
Turn the volume up. You hear that, sweetie? What you watching? Naruto.
And then he said, I even was playing video games in my room and she would get mad. Are you kidding me? Like, be a man. I'm sorry. Like,
he used to play it in the living room. Like, I can understand if he was like, you know what? I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna play it in my room. But if you got a problem with me playing in my room too, like, at that point, I'm coming back to the living room. I'm getting one of those huge projectors, so the whole wall
surround sound
is video game, and I'm turning the speaker towards your bedroom too, because you obviously got too big for your britches at this point.
I can imagine you just pulling the cord to the speaker, just like pulling it so you can drag it down the hallway and put it next to her door. Just.
Dad, what are you doing? I'm taking your door off. Why? So you can hear the game better. I'm sorry.
UAV inbound. enemy UAV overhead.
Precision airstrike. He's just in there screaming. Like,
I don't think he's an asshole, but he definitely need to grab his nuts and be like,
if he did that stuff, he'd be an asshole. But what he's doing right now, no. I don't.
He's not being an asshole. He's being weak. Because I know that sometimes a lot of step parents try to tiptoe around their step kids just to kind of like, because they want them to like them, and then they also butt heads with them. I mean, we've been in situations like that, but like at this point, nah.
12, 14 years later, nah. In my house, nah. You tripping at this point. You better. You know what? I'm gonna do one more peace offering. For Christmas, I'm gonna get you some really good headphones, like some noise canceling, and a helmet, and a white jacket to make sure you stay warm all year round. I promise you. But no, I'm gonna get you some really good headphones, and maybe like we can explore some soundproofing options for your room that you're gonna have to get a part-time job to pay for. Yeah, I mean, like, you remember like the McDonald's cup holders? Like, you can just put the cup holders all over the wall. They do it in a hood. You could do it in your room too, and we'll help you. I will help you put the cup holders up. Yeah. That's my last ditch effort, though.
And because I threw away your door, put some beads there, all that stuff. Put some nice little.
I'm not pausing it to show when you come to the kitchen. You're just gonna have to wait till you hear the outro. When you hear Jodeci, because I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure outro, come to the kitchen real quick, grab a snack, vibe out, and get back to your room.
You imagine watching damn Naruto and he about to show up because Pain there with the frogs and you just on there and she walking, you gotta pause it. Be like, nah.
Did you just pause?
Did you
get out?
Hold on, get out. You gotta get a job. Something. Was it 18 and 90? That's the rule. You got 90 days when you turn 18 to get out of my house. 18 and 90, unless you join the military, you in college nearby. You got 90 days.
No, you got to be doing something. 90 days is being forgiven. If you ain't in the military, you ain't working, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. If you're not a poolie, if you're not a damn poolie waiting to go to boot camp, or you're not in college nearby, get about my house.
You got 90 days to get a job, at least.
I'm trying to walk around butt naked.
I mean, it's a pretty good job. Like, even if you don't go to college, like some Amazon warehouse.
True. But
20 hours a day, 9 days a week. Hell yeah.
Shit, I'm working Monday through Saturday myself right now.
But
So.
nah, Dad, you're not an asshole, but you might need to, like you said, you might need to kind of grab hold and be like, hey,
cut them nuts.
y'all doing the most. Y'all doing way too much. I'm being way too nice.
We need to have a family sit down and be like, you got your helmet on?
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy.
Everybody hold hands.
Everybody hold hands, because we about to sing Kumbaya while you get packed your shit and get the fuck out my house.
Not bully this little girl. They have a really
you got the daddy that put the semen in mama, right? You can go to his house. You can stay there. Go ahead.
No, when you first started telling it, I was thinking like maybe he was like watching some triggering anime. Because we know there's some triggering anime, like I mean, Goblin Slayer episode 1, that could be some triggering stuff, and maybe something happened in her life, but then you're like, oh, somebody told her that you can just not go to heaven if you watch anime. Okay, now I'll be doing too much. I thought we stopped believing in Santa Claus.
She was awesome when he said she did it for 6 hours a day. I was like, this girl was probably amazing back in the day. She was probably happy. She was probably like loving,
she's mad.
kind.
It's jealousy. You mad? You can't watch anime no more.
You can't. You see her around the corner of the hallway like this.
She her room.
What is it from Tokyo Ghoul? What is that song? From Tokyo Ghoul, that really sad fucking.
No, Tokyo Ghoul. No, I know it's on you. The one where when he first hair turned white.
I'll be singing every time my wife tells me something sad, but it's like not funny sad, but I don't know how to explain it. I always like break out that song.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Like
your audio just cut off like a month just then.
Hit that high note. I'm telling you. All right.